Tell me, why do you think that birds fly?
This riddle is posed in the very first hour of Tales of Berseria, an emotionally ragged RPG that ripped my heart out again and again with its tragic account of a woman so bent on vengeance that every road she follows leads to perdition. When the credits rolled 45 hours later, I still wasn't entirely sure what the right answer was, but I knew this. Berseria is the best Tales game I've played, and my favorite to date. Berseria's greatest strength lies in its ability to tell a different kind of story from that of its predecessors. Instead of the cheery can-do spirit I've come to expect from the series, Berseria fully explores the darkest parts of the human heart and pulls no punches in doing so. There's no atonement or mea culpa offered up by Velvet Crow, the anti-hero driven by an unquenchable thirst for vengeance, even knowing her actions might doom the entire world. Nor is there much hope of redemption for the memorable company she keeps, whether it's the ruthless pirate Aizen, the cold and detached witch Magilu, or the fratricidal demon Rokuro. Only a fragile spirit and an earnest exorcist keeps this ragtag group anchored in hope. Even then, the ties that bind them threaten to come undone as their search for the truth behind the theopolitical machinations of a tight inner circle of elites collides with their need for personal vengeance. It's a story that gripped me from beginning to end, and while I can barely recall the names of past Tales heroes, I feel like I'll remember this motley crew for a long time to come. While Berseria flips the script on Tales' normally sunshine-filled stories, the brawler-inspired combat stays pretty much the same, with a few welcome tweaks that make it feel smoother and more responsive. Managing characters' soul gauges to build up special break soul skills adds a sensible bit of strategy without feeling like I'm being forced to conserve or use up my energy just for the sake of it. A few other nice tweaks include how physical and magical attacks are conveniently hotkeyed to the PlayStation 4's face buttons and can be swapped out at any time, and how you can choose to use the traditional blast gauge meter to access a character's fun-to-watch Mystic Arts overdrive, or to allocate some of it to gain a combat advantage when swapping characters in and out of battles. These additions gave combat a more cohesive feel, helped by a mostly well-behaved camera and enjoyable music. The only issue I had with combat was learning the terms and conditions for when to effectively use break souls. But once I deciphered Berseria's playbook, I had a hellishly good time dishing out punishment to wolves and lizard men, and I got immense satisfaction using the items and ingredients they left behind to enhance equipment and whip up mouse-smacking, stat-boosting feasts between battles. The one place where Berseria doesn't do quite as well is in its garden variety locations and lack of deep exploration. Our ragtag adventurers travel across linear landscapes connected by nodes, and while I appreciated the occasional ocean cliff to ascend or dungeon puzzle to solve, for the most part I was pretty bored by the generic scenery. Lots of mandatory backtracking and limited fast travel doesn't help. The only things that kept my sense of exploration alive were cute unlockable treasure boxes containing silly costumes. Minigames that helped me sharpen my combat skills were also a welcome break from the tedium of ping-ponging around between the same areas. And I enjoyed sending out a pirate ship to collect new recipes and valuable treasure for me. Tales of Berseria is a surprisingly strong showing for this long-running series. Its tragic story of a broken people fighting on the wrong side of history makes it utterly compelling, and its well-tuned combat more than makes up for its lack of interesting environments. Simply put, this is a tale too heartbreaking to miss or to forget. For more on Tales of Berseria, keep it here on IGN.